what we're really talking about here is starting to become aware of how our minds can truly convince us to rationalize only within the perspective of money. Of course, logically speaking, when we're talking about money, we think rationally. Our minds take over, and our minds say, like, this is going to be the best option because we're going to have this opportunity or we're going to earn this money. And we like to categorize and think of our best option. But it's absolutely insane, because if we're not balancing it with our own truth, with our heart, and saying, okay, yeah, maybe I'm going to earn all this money, but if I come to the point of earning all this money and then I'm lost, well, what am I going to do with all this money? Am I going to be spending it trying to buy back the truth that I neglected in my life? Because, in our hearts, we can truly understand if something is truly good for us. And a lot of us are convinced that by listening to the mind's ignorance, by saying, okay, yeah, it's not the perfect job, but I'll just do it because, I have to survive in this reality. Well, that's in essence people imprisoning themselves in their own perception of a unhappy life. But okay, my life, because we need to take the truth out of this, is that when we are in this present moment, if we're not happy with this present moment, we're experiencing, or we're putting out an energy of impurity. So when we're not happy at our jobs, anyone who comes into our lives can be affected by our own energy, And when we're truly doing something that is good for us, when we're truly doing something that's pure to us, or something that comes from the heart, it doesn't matter what we're doing, we will be experiencing devotion to our own heart's manifestation, or even if it hasn't to do with money, even if it's just something that is true to us but isn't true to our mind's rational thinking, like, no, do this because we need to achieve success, or we need to get to this idea of success quicker than we would if we were thinking with our hearts. We need to get this money because in the future this is going to make us happy, or in the future. But we don't have control of the future. We only have control of this present moment. And when we're thinking of outside of this present moment, we are losing ourselves to the perception that doesn't exist. And when we're selling ourselves to the idea of something that's going to bring us happiness, it's the complete delusion of a moment that has no power. We think of, oh no, I'm going to do this because it's going to make us happier in the future. But this thought is just a thought that's been seeded from our minds to convince us, to keep us in this in this system, or in this cycle. And we truly, the only way to remove that seed is to understand that it has been seeded from a sense of manipulation. Our minds have been manipulated through thinking we need to do something to achieve something. We don't need to achieve anything. All we need to do is to come back to our true sense of originality and understand that our truth was taken from us all along, and that we don't need to do anything. We don't need to prove ourselves to anyone. We don't need to take anything from anything. We can just come back to this present moment and understand that our true reality lies within the infinite possibility of ourselves. Meaning that when we're thinking of our minds and thinking how to rationalize, or how to be successful, or how to get something with our minds, all we're doing is getting taken away from the true ability to understand that what is meant for us will come to us. And this is true power. If we can all understand that what is meant for us will come to us, we will then see opportunities like coincidences as guidance and internal truth.